But moving on to the fourth fight on the card, we have women's strawweight matchup between Cheyenne Buys and Montserrat Reyes Conejo, which we will see two females making their debuts in the UFC. We got Buys, who is 5-1 and is the minus 360 favorite, and then we got Conejo, who is 9-1 and is the plus 280 underdog. How do you feel about this?
I'm looking at the odds here, and I'm actually quite surprised that it's so high. So I'm gonna do my best to see what I can do to convince you to maybe put money down on Montserrat, because she's got a 9-1 record. Cheyenne Buys is coming in with a 5-1 record. She's only had one. Well, she's coming off of the Contender Series. Montserrat is a veteran in Invicta. She is coming off a win. She did have a loss prior to her last win, but aside from that, she was on an 8-fight winning streak. The odds on this one kind of have me question it a little bit. I think that's good money at plus 280 for Montserrat against Buys. I'd do it.
Yep. And then first we got for me we got Buys. And then some of these fighters right here fight like two different camps, but her main camp is Fortis MMA, and then Reyes, she fights out of King's MMA, but lately she's been fighting out of 10th Planet Jiu-Jitsu. With Buys, she is a blue belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu and a black belt in Taekwondo. She has extremely swift striking and is able to defend herself on the ground. She prides herself on defending on the ground. Then you got Reyes. It's no rocket science that fighting out of jiu-jitsu that she's completely dangerous on the ground. She has 3 wins by submission and 2 by KO from her 9 bouts, and is a tough challenge to make your debut against. She has great technique in her striking, but just like I said before, she's really dangerous on the ground, and she's one to watch. The way I think this is going to go, I see that Buys is the favorite because the jiu-jitsu and taekwondo. But I just have a feeling that even though she defends the takedown very well, that I have a feeling Conejo's going to come in and upset her with the striking. I think Buys is going to put too much effort into defending the takedowns instead of defending the striking. And I think Conejo's going to she's going to come in knowing about the takedown, so she's going to use that and then get an early striking advantage. And I feel like I don't think this is going to be a victory by like knockout submission or anything. I think that it's going to come in by the third round, and I think they're going to be tied 1-1 because the first round Conejo is going to come in and surprise Buys, but then the second round Buys is going to get a little bit of revenge and change things up. But I think Conejo is going to get the ground game going in the third round because of what she does early on. It's going to set things up for her to be able to use the ground game in round 3 to pull out a 29-28 decision victory. It could be a split decision. That's how close I think it's going to be.
Yeah, I think I can agree with you on that one. And for Cheyenne Buys, the tone's going to be set early in the night for her. Her husband, JP Buys, is fighting on the undercard, and they're only the second married couple to ever fight on the same fight card in a single night. So I think the tone's going to be set by how he does in his first fight. If he comes out with a win, I think she's going to have a little more motivation, to come out and try and get that win. But I like the experience from Montserrat, in Invicta. I just think plus 280 is just too good to pass up on that.
I was just about to say that. I was like, for her to have more experience and to be plus 280, that's a good line. Like the line, it's just trying to tell you that Cheyenne Buys has more of a background standing up.
Yeah.
And then she can defend the takedown. So she's going to be the favorite because of that, because the strength of Conejo is the takedown.
Yeah.
But just like it says, she's not a slouch standing up and striking.
Cheyenne
So it's
Buys. Oh, sorry.
no, you're good. But it's not a slouch at all. So she's going to come in. I think she's going to surprise her. She's going to steal the first round. Buys is going to come in with the second round. And then she's going to switch her game plan up the wrestling. And I think that's going to be her tactic all along. She's going to strike first and then transition into the grapple in the third round.
If Buys can't get her striking going, she has phenomenal striking. If she can't get her striking going, it's going to be a long night for her